Today I'm going to be drawing carrots. A friend gave these from her farm collective that she's part of, and I know carrots come in all different sort of colourings, and some of them are very thin. I've only got 2 examples, but I want to sort of explore different colour combinations and just spread them across this double sketchbook. By the way, this is the Hannah Muller 100% cotton. So let's get started on that. So I'm going to mix up a relatively pale yellow. This is lemon yellow, and I'm going to add a little bit of the cadmium orange just here. And carrots are a pretty basic shape. I have to make sure that there's quite a lot of wash on this brush. I'm using a Pro Art quill brush, and it's got a bit of a squiggle in it, and there's that lovely long tail, so I'm going to try and replicate that. Oh, that's rather good, isn't it? Could be a tiny bit thinner. I might change up to the number 2 brush actually, just to add a little bit of dimension. I could leave it like that, but I do have to work quite quick because of how I want to arrange this on the page. I'm just going to add a bit of red there, and since I've got that red on my brush, I'm just going to pop it just next door, so it just touches this one here, and you can see the pigments are starting to merge already, which is something that I just absolutely adore. I adore it. I love seeing that happen. I really, really do. I just think that's like magic. I'm just going to add a few more spots of this cadmium. No, sorry, that's Windsor Red. And next to that, I'm going to add, I think, a purple. And I've not seen many purple carrots in the usual supermarkets that I frequent, but if you go to the posh supermarkets in the UK, you can get them. So I'm just going to pop that just next to the orangey red one. Oh, I could probably need a little bit more. I've got some reference material up, and I say it's purple, but it's kind of a deep browny purple. I don't want to disturb that yellow just up there, it's just too gorgeous. Just bring that down here. I think it needs a bit more deeper. Oh, sugar. I just thought that was brown. It's actually Payne's grey. Got that mixed up. Okay, I've got my brown here. And add that to my purple and a little bit of the pink. Could be, you know, I could make the other carrots just a little bit slimmer, but I must work fast. This is the wet on wet method, which allows me to let those pigments mix directly on the paper, creating these organic blends and the effects that you can't achieve by mixing everything on the palette first. One of the reasons I love working this way is that it introduces that element of spontaneity. You're not fully in control, and I think for me that's what makes it so beautiful. Sometimes those unexpected blends and blooms can turn out absolutely magnificent. However, it does require a certain level of trust in the process. I often see people at my workshops trying to fix things at this stage, and then they'll end up overworking their paintings to get that exact result they have in mind. But that can actually take away from some of the magic of this wet on wet. Something that I've noticed is in real grown carrots, it's got these green tops. You wouldn't find stuff like this probably in the supermarkets, but it's something that I might try adding. I've just realised, because I've been concentrating so much on getting these pigments to mix. I just want to add a little bit of green. We are going to add the tops in just a few moments, but it's one of those things, again, we are going to have to work super fast. I did receive a question from somebody who said, why do you keep using reference? She was just curious. I don't think she was being rude. And it's because I think every apple, every cucumber is unique. And I could paint these from memory, but they would look quite uniform. I don't think I would be able to pick up on these beautiful, you know, kinks that we've got in this carrot here, which I really should add in my next one. Hold on, I must finish this one. I'm talking too much. And I think that's why I am, I enjoy being a food illustrator, because it's just, you know, man-made stuff like pasta, unless it's hand-rolled pasta, just looks the same. But I love picking up, I love these little inconsistencies, and that's what makes it's just fun. Oh, bit of cat hair there. Oh, that's gone a little bit dirty. You know what, my paint water is a little bit dirty, so I'm going to go and change it. So now we're going to add these fronds. I'm not sure I'm going to get round to adding these little bits at the top, but at least, oh, there's still dirt coming off this carrot. I will say they're quite a beautiful sort of bright luminous green. I'm still using the same quill brush because it's so versatile. It really brings a lot of freedom and expression to my work. With its large belly, it can hold that huge amount of water and pigment, but it does come to a point, and that fine tip lets me shift effortlessly from these broader strokes to delicate, precise lines, all without changing the brush. And I think it helps keep that flow of expression alive while still allowing me to add the finer details when I need them. They do get darker at the top, so I'm adding some sap green just here, just to darken things up and give a little bit more contrast, just using the tip of my brush. I know what I showed you was a time lapse, but this was incredibly quick to paint. It's just a series of downward strokes where you vary the pressure. So you're putting a lot of pressure on the brush at the beginning, and then as you get towards the bottom of the carrot, you taper it off, and you just mix up different colours, different consistency of pigments. So some of them, like this one here in the middle, has a lot of red, pink and purple in it, and some of them is basically almost one colour, like this one that I started off with, which was kind of a orange cadmium yellow. So I'm incredibly pleased with those, really pleased.